Hey, another farmhouse.
But this one is new construction.
Wow, it blends in so beautifully with the other homes in this area.
This builder did a great job of keeping with the character of the community. This house is located on 37th Street.
Yes.
It is very close to the Washington Glass School. We've got the skate park 1 block away, and the main downtown strip on Rhode Island Avenue is right up the street.
Wow, that yellow door is calling me.
I know, right?
That is just so inviting.
Well, it's saying come on through.
It is.
See you on the other side.
All right.
Okay.
That is a sunny, sunny door.
Well, look at this space. That's new construction.
Yes.
Because you can do open concept like this.
Okay, details.
All right, shiplap.
Shiplap,
Okay.
farmhouse, yes, check.
I like that they didn't overdo the shiplap.
Yeah.
They just used it kind of an accent.
And here in the
I didn't even
entry,
notice
too.
that.
Which I
Nice.
like it over there with those hooks. And Tina, what are these floors?
I want to say it's teak.
Okay.
But I just kind of know teak for boats and that kind of thing.
Outdoor
so,
furniture?
Yeah, but I am going to kind of stand by teak.
And they really do add a lot of texture and color.
They do.
Let's keep walking. Is that a kitchen down there? Wait, I don't have to rest by the time I get down.
Okay,
It's quite a
bud?
walk.
All right, well, look at this island. This, to me, is absolutely perfect.
Nice cold quartz surface.
This whole kitchen is on trend. When you
Yes.
look at it, I mean, you've got the brass pools that are really popular. And I like the blue.
You mean the gray?
Blue.
I see gray.
I mean, we don't see eye to eye.
Well, I think we can agree that it's a blue-gray.
Regardless, it looks fabulous.
Yeah, and then you add this herringbone tile in marble and that pale gray. It just goes so well together. And then top it all off with these nice, slim little lights to match the
Oh.
pools on the doors. And you have a
Right.
cohesive-looking, beautiful kitchen.
And it makes the perfect entertaining space because you have this island which you can seat quite a few.
Yes.
I see an outdoor space.
Yes.
All right. You can fit like 100 of your best friends back behind me.
Just in the living room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have a lovely dining space.
Yeah. I mean, this is party central. Can we
It's
agree on
party
that
central.
one? All right. Well, should we keep on exploring?
I think so.
Okay.
All right. Oh, half bath.
Half bath, and look how those floors pop in here.
They also carried the brass fixtures through. So, you know, instead of plain white walls, you have a pop of brass.
Very handsome.
Okay. And, oh, basement.
Basement, down we go.
Oh, this is a great space.
Ooh, isn't this tasteful?
Well, and you know, in new construction, you never have to worry about ceiling height. In the
Not in
basement.
this house. Perfect for movie night. And how about this wine-themed wet bar?
Well, I like that they've carried the cabinetry with the same hardware. It's just one cohesive look.
And it goes very nicely with these wine boxes that they've cut apart and made a little mosaic. Has the
That is
backsplash.
clever. It's like using shiplap with wine.
It's called Wine Lab. Okay, so I love it.
Okay.
Shall we continue? Oh, little bathroom.
It's a long bathroom.
You could fit 3 bathrooms in this room.
You could.
They're the same mirrors and the same fixtures, just different polishes and different finishes.
So let's continue.
Yeah. Oh, how about this for an office, Tina?
Oh, well, you can use it as an office, a bedroom.
That's right, because it's got one of those egress windows, right?
And that really lets in a lot of extra light.
Sure does.
Okay.
All right, continuing the tour.
Utility room,
All right, HVAC.
washer dryer.
Oh, lawyer. They should not put things like that there.
It's a great workout room. You know, getting all, you know, working out.
That's nice that they have the workout room, and your boxing skills were impressive.
Thanks.
One.
Let's get upstairs. All right, first bedroom.
Okay, I think this has got to be the primary.
Well, you know, the fact that there's a tray ceiling makes it a little extra special, and that's a fabulous light.
It is.
I see the ensuite, so
it.
let's check out the bath.
Let's do it.
Ah, so this home gets an A for the use of the herringbone pattern. Okay, then you turn to this side, and here's the nod to the farmhouse. You have your shiplap, and they carried the cabinetry and the fixtures. It's just really nicely done and cohesive.
Yeah, it's nice having just that little bit of farmhouse with a lot of chic.
Ooh, farmhouse chic.
Farmhouse chic.
Okay. Middle bedroom.
Yeah.
And really nice size window for this size room.
Yeah. You know something that I noticed in the other room that I like in this room as well is the black hardware on the
I
doors.
know,
and the hinges.
everything is just like a really simple, clean design.
Yep. Love it. Farmhouse.
Okay.
Okay, we're at a
so-
crossroads here. 3 different ways to go. Let's start here.
Okay. So another bedroom.
Yeah, bedroom number 3.
Right, it's another middle room.
Great for a middle child if you have one.
I was a middle child.
There you go. That's maybe the room for you.
Okay, so this house has 4 bedrooms, and I like this one because I kind of like this little walk-in area, and I like the simple design of the doors. Okay,
me too.
and especially I like this piece right here because it looks like a T for Tina.
It certainly does. Okay.
All right, okay, full bath,
Yeah, full bath, double vanity. Nice oil bronzed mirrors.
and let me take a peek up. Guess what we have in here? Herringbone.
Tied together throughout the whole house. Color palettes, tiles, like it.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready to guess?
I'm ready.
Hello there.
Hello.
What did you think?
Wow, house number 3 was great.
But the first thing that hits you are the floors, and they just carry through to the other side of the house, basically.
They did, and Christine didn't know what type of floors these were in this house.
All right, I wouldn't say didn't know.
She didn't know.
These are teak hardware.
Oh, look, she got it right. This is a masterclass in entertainer space, right?
It is incredible.
Yeah.
Truly. And what about that kitchen island?
That is a showstopper throughout the house. They did really nice work with all the herringbone tile.
I think we term that farmhouse chic.
And you know, when you hit lower levels, you always worry about the headspace, but you know, with a new build, you don't have to worry about that.
And these are some of the tallest ceilings I've seen in a lower level. This grand finale of a home is 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, over 3,500 square feet on 3 levels, is new construction, completed in 2022. What do you think the value is?
I'm going to give you a pretty flat, simple guess of $800,000.
Okay, I'm gonna come in at $750 for my listing price.
The actual list price of this home is $765,000.
Man. Okay, so I won 1, you won 1, and then we both lost. It's an even Steven game today. But one thing I know we're both winners on is spending the day with you and seeing, you know, Mount Rainier and 3 great homes. So thank you so much.
Thank you for joining me. Now I'm starving. So there's this really great place called Doda's in the Circle. It's a vegan spot, and they make some really great cauliflower that is calling my name. Please join me.
Yeah. It's
All right.
Okay, I have to admit, I don't get that excited over cauliflower.
Oh, we do.
They have kale.
They have kale for you.
I don't get that
think
excited over
either.
kale either.